Hi, I'm Jet.
And I'm Juliet. Welcome to J English Trail.
This is an English podcast where you improve your listening and vocabulary through real-world topics.
And today's topic is job interviews.
Yes, we'll look at 5 common interview questions and explain how to answer them clearly and professionally.
We'll also share simple examples in easy English so you can understand the ideas and use them in your own interviews.
This podcast is made for intermediate English learners who want to sound calm, confident, and prepared in job interviews.
Listen carefully and feel free to pause and repeat the sentences if that helps you learn better.
Now let's talk about a question that makes a lot of people panic. Why did you leave your last job? Your heart starts racing, and you suddenly want to explain everything. Don't.
Yes, this is not a therapy session. The interviewer is not asking for gossip or a long backstory. They just want to know if you can answer like a professional.
The fastest way to fail this question is to complain. Saying, my boss was horrible, my coworkers were crazy, or the company was terrible might feel honest, but it sounds risky. The interviewer may smile, but inside they are thinking, will this person complain about us too?
A good answer is calm and short. It might even sound a little boring, and that's a good thing. You talk about growth or wanting a new challenge.
Let's hear a smart example. Imagine your last job was stressful and messy, but you want to sound professional. You could say this: I learned a lot in my previous role, and I appreciate the experience. After some time, I realized I was ready for new challenges and a work environment that better fits my skills and goals. That's why I'm excited about this opportunity.
That answer sounds polite and positive. It doesn't blame anyone, and it doesn't explain too much. It simply shows that you're someone people can work with comfortably.
Here's the key idea. You are not explaining why you left. You are showing why they should hire you. Big difference.
So stay calm and keep it professional. A boring answer here is actually a very smart answer.
Now let's talk about the most common interview question of all. Tell me about yourself. It sounds friendly and easy, but a lot of people still get it wrong.
Yes. Some people start with their childhood. Others talk for 10 minutes and forget they are in a job interview. This question is not an invitation to tell your life story.
When interviewers say, tell me about yourself, they are really asking one thing. Can you explain who you are in a clear and professional way without panicking?
A bad answer feels messy or too personal. A good answer stays short and clearly connected to the job. Think of it like a movie trailer, not the full movie.
The biggest mistake people make is talking about everything. Hobbies, family, problems, side stories. It may sound interesting, but it doesn't really help in an interview.
A strong answer usually has 3 simple parts: who you are now, what you do well, and why you are here today.
Give us a good example, Juliet.
Sure, Mason. I'm currently working as a customer support specialist, where I focus on helping clients solve problems quickly and clearly. I enjoy working with people and improving processes. Now, I'm looking for a role where I can grow my skills and contribute to a strong team like yours.
Notice how that answer stays on track. No rambling or oversharing.
One more tip. Stop talking after you finish your point. You do not need to fill the silence. Silence is not dangerous.
There's one interview question that almost everyone dreads. What is your biggest weakness? As soon as you hear it, your confidence drops a little.
That's so true. Some people panic and say something too honest. Others try to be clever and say, I work too hard. Interviewers have heard that answer many times.
Here's the truth. Interviewers don't expect you to be perfect. They just want to know that you're aware of your weaknesses and working on them.
A weak answer is either too extreme or too fake. Saying, I have no weaknesses sounds unrealistic. Saying something that hurts the job is risky.
A strong answer has two clear parts. You name a safe, real weakness, then you explain how you are improving it.
Let's talk about some safe weaknesses you can use. These are common, believable, and professional.
One safe weakness is over-preparing. You could say you sometimes spend too much time checking details, and you are learning to balance speed and accuracy.
Another safe weakness is public speaking. You can say you used to feel nervous speaking in meetings, but now you practice and prepare so you feel more confident.
You could also mention difficulty saying no. Some people take on too much work. Then you explain that you are learning to manage priorities better.
Time management is another safe option if you explain it carefully. For example, you might say you are improving how you plan your day to stay focused.
Let's hear a full example.
One weakness I've worked on is delegating tasks. In the past, I tried to do too much myself. I realized this was not efficient, so now I focus on trusting my team and communicating more clearly.
That answer feels honest and balanced. The weakness is small, and the improvement is clear.
Remember this rule: never choose a weakness that is a key requirement of the job.
So be honest, be thoughtful, and show progress.
When done well, this question can actually make you sound confident and mature.
Now let's talk about a very common interview question. How do you handle stress and pressure? This is the moment when many people want to say, I don't get stressed, but everyone knows that is not true.
Of course! If you say you never feel stress, the interviewer may smile politely and then quietly stop believing you.
Interviewers don't expect you to be a robot. They just want to see if you can stay calm and handle things professionally when it gets tough.
A bad answer is dramatic. Saying I panic or I get angry is not helpful. This question is really about control.
A good answer shows three things. You recognize stress, you manage it, and you keep doing your job.
Let's look at some safe and smart examples you can use.
One option is to talk about planning. You could say that when things get busy, you break tasks into smaller steps and focus on one thing at a time.
You can also talk about communication. For example, you might say you speak up early when there's a problem, instead of letting stress build up.
Some people mention routines. For example, you can say that staying organized and setting clear priorities helps you stay calm under pressure.
You can also talk about experience. You might say that after handling tight deadlines before, you've learned not to panic and to stay focused.
Juliet, let's hear a strong sample answer.
When I feel pressure, I stay organized and focus on what I can control. I break my work into clear steps and keep communication open with my team. That helps me stay calm and productive, even in busy situations.
Great, Juliet! That answer is calm and professional.
Here's a small secret. Interviewers do not want someone who never feels stress. They want someone who does not let stress control them.
Just be honest and keep it simple. Show that pressure doesn't throw you off. Okay, now let's talk about a question that feels a little painful. Tell me about a time you failed and what you learned. The word failed alone is enough to make people nervous.
Yes, many candidates think this is a trap. They worry that admitting failure will hurt them. But interviewers ask this question for a reason.
They're not looking for a disaster story. They want to see that you take responsibility and learn from what happened.
A bad answer is either blaming others or saying, I have never failed. One sounds defensive. The other sounds unrealistic.
A good answer has three simple parts: what went wrong, what you did after, and what you learned.
And keep the failure small and professional. This is not the time for a dramatic life crisis.
Let's look at a safe example.
In a previous role, I underestimated how long a project would take and missed a deadline. I took responsibility and spoke to my manager early. Since then, I've learned to plan more carefully and add extra time for unexpected issues.
That answer works because the failure is real but manageable, and the focus is on growth, not regret.
You could also talk about a communication mistake. For example, not asking enough questions at the start of a task.
Or maybe you tried a new approach that didn't work, and you learned to test ideas more carefully next time.
Here's the key idea. Everyone fails. The difference is what you do next.
So choose a small failure, take ownership, and clearly explain the lesson. When you do that, failure actually makes you sound stronger, not weaker.
So, those are the 5 interview questions. Take a moment to think about how you would answer them in your own interview.
If this episode was helpful, please like the video. It really helps other English learners find the channel.
We'd also love to hear from you. In the comments, tell us which question you find the hardest, or share an answer you're practicing right now.
And make sure to subscribe to J English Trail for more English podcasts, stories, and real-world practice.
You can listen again, pause, and repeat the sentences to build confidence when you speak.
Thanks for spending this time with us.
We'll see you in the next episode.